I want to see if I can hit level 50 in 24 hours with being at level 43. While I'm doing this Articuno raid, I'm going to explain to you how I'm going to go about, because I have a strategy on how I think and I believe that I can hit level 50 in Pokemon Go in 24 hours. So, as of right now, we are starting at 2.something million for right now of the XP at level 43. Now, there's a couple strategies I'm going to use. First off, I'm going to use Lucky Eggs. Lucky Eggs are extremely good. They double your XP, but best of all, I'm going to be using this everything. So, the best part is today is Dynamo Community Day, and Dynamo Community Day has 4 times catch XP every single time you catch a Pokemon. So if I use a Lucky Egg, that also means that's times that 4, which means I get 8 times XP every single time I catch a Pokemon. So, for example, if I catch a Dynamo catch, I'm going to get 9,000 XP, counting the excellent curveball throw and catching it first try. So, this event is going to be absolutely perfect for me to do this. Now, there's only 3 hours to this event, so I need to make sure I grind as much as possible. And of course, I cannot just catch Pokemon, because even though I can catch and get 9,000 per catch, which if we do on average, if I catch 100 Pokemon, that is 900,000 XP. And if I do that, you know, let's say we need 10 million XP, I only need to do 120 catches of excellent throw. So that means that's gonna be super simple. If I go to good parks, if I go to many different areas with a bunch of different spawns, I'm going to be able to level up insanely fast. So now let's get to catching the shinies, and I caught so many shinies it was ridiculous. Now I wanted to make sure I didn't waste too much time on catching the shinies, because if I waste too much time catching the shinies, I'm wasting a bunch of valuable time that I could be using on getting a bunch of XP. And of course, the whole point of this video is we want to hit level 50 in Pokemon Go. So I did screen record as many as I possibly could, and there's a counter on the screen as I'm talking on how many shinies I did catch, because I'm not gonna lie, I was catching a bunch, and it wasn't just like 1, 2, like I was able to get like back to back, you know, back almost and then back again. I was getting insane amounts, and I was making sure that I did my best. But of course, catching Pokemon isn't going to be enough, because like I said, you get a bunch, but it's not fully enough. So what I did was I also did raids. So you guys saw the first raid before when I did a Articuno. When I do the Articuno raid, not only do I get 10,000 XP for taking down the raid, I have the Lucky Egg. So that will be 10,000 XP on its own, which is 20,000 XP. But if I hit an excellent curveball throw on the Articuno, that is going to be another 8,000 XP. So every single time I do a raid, when it's a legendary, it is 28,000 XP, which is absolutely amazing. And what I use the app. There's an app that's like remote raids. So basically, I downloaded this app, and how it works is you literally put in your friend code, and then once you accept it in one of the party groups, then you add one of the players. The player sends you the invite of the raid of where they're at. Then you're able to do the raid. I was able to do this while eating lunch, and I was able to gain hundreds of thousands of XP while I was just simply eating breakfast. Now, I wasn't wasting any time. That's why during breakfast, I was literally doing raids. Even though the max is 5, I still used all 5 of my remote raids today because of how valuable that is. I knew 100% I needed to use all 5 raids, which also means I'm kind of down almost 1,000 Pokecoins, but let's try and not talk about that. Let's look about the fact that we're gaining a bunch of XP, and that all that matters. Now, did I get a shiny from these raids? You'll have to find out in a separate video. I'm not going to spoil anything. However, I will say the XP amounts was absolutely amazing. And in 1 hour, I can tell you I gained 1,000,000 XP. Now, the exact number, I'm not 100% sure because I wanted to stay fully locked in the entire time I was playing, but I can tell you for sure I did hit 1,000,000 XP in 1 hour of playing, and that's literally not even looking up anywhere else but on my phone. I was catching, throwing excellent throws, quick catching. Now, if you don't know how quick catching works, you hold the berry, and then once you slide the berry slightly, you throw the Pokeball, curve it, slide the berry, and then you can click the run button. And once you do that, then you're simply able to quick catch it. Now, I was doing this strategy all while hitting excellent throws, having the lucky egg on, and even more, I had party challenge on, which basically, if you're in a group, or in the example for me, I was in a car, I was in a group with my friends in the car, and then we had just simple challenges. But these simple challenges gave us XP, extra spawns, and the extra spawns have more potential to give us excellent throws. So all around, I was doing everything I could. Plus the party challenge research that I have, some of you guys might have it as well. When you party up with a group of 3, the max is you can do was 4, but I had 3. Not only was I able to get XP from doing the challenges, but old research that I had, I was able to complete while doing the party research, which gave me a bunch of XP. And speaking of that, I also took advantage of using the research. 1 weekly research box today, which, if you don't know, is a bunch of XP, which works out absolutely perfect for me since I was able to claim it on today while I was using my lucky egg. Plus, the spawn was a Larvitar. Larvitar is a super sick Pokemon. It's really good in raids, but the main thing was I was able to get another chance on while there wasn't many spawns around me. Since I already caught all the Dynamos, I was still claiming stuff like my research stack, that I still had a bunch of Pokemon just sitting there. So instead of just waiting around not being able to do anything, I also caught a bunch of Pokemon in my research stack. But of course, there's more strategy than that, because I would not be able to do a bunch of XP gain if it weren't for something like this. So my big and final thing that I did while I wasn't able to catch Pokemon, while I wasn't able to do raids, while I didn't want to catch anything in my research to waste all my Pokeballs, I simply evolved my Pokemon. Evolving Pokemon gives you 1,000 XP, and of course, if you have the lucky egg, that is 2,000 XP. So I was simply evolving so many different Pokemon, all while just waiting to keep moving on to get more catches. I was able to gain over 2 million XP in a total of 4 hours. Now, I'm a content creator. I have multiple YouTube channels. That means I get pretty busy. So the grand total I was able to get in 24 hours is over 2 million plus XP. And on the screen is before, and on the screen is after. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to do as much as I really wanted to. However, I hope this video shows you to take advantage of events like these. And there's not only just events that you can get XP, you can do research, your research stack, old research tasks, you can catch Pokemon, excellent throws, lucky eggs, raids, you can have hatching eggs. There's so many different ways to get XP. So hopefully this was a bit of a tip video to help you guys out, and I was able to get millions of XP today, so I'm pretty excited about that. God bless. I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for showing up to today's video. YouTube says that video is great for you, so I highly recommend checking it out. I love y'all. See y'all. Peace out.